Skip pass far side. Nowak back up top. Shockey ready. 3 in the hole. Trap from midcourt has produced the steal. O'Brien up ahead to Kittel, who throws it down. Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. Titans by 6. Pinkerton trying to hurry. Three-pointer up and in. 15 is within 8. Politi for 3. Yes, sir. Up, no good. Side iron. Offensive rebound. Rosatano. Back up and in off the glass. Now a steal by Infante. Infante to the cup. That's Pinkerton right there. Force one here. Up the chin. Who throws it down? McGeady drives. Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And sophomore's got Dover within 5. Sawd's 3 is going to beat the buzzer. Up looks for a screen. Trying to find Bono. Pike with the steal. Pike is going to run out the clock. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Nashua. Nick and Astis with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Two of the best teams in the state colliding in the first week of the new year here in 2023. The Bedford Bulldogs, undefeated, coming in 4-0. And looking to exit 5-0. Nashua North on the other side, 3-1. Came out the gate 3-0 with wins over Dover, Timberlane, and Concord. But the Titans fell their last time out on the road at Merrimack by a final of 69-64. So head coach Steve Lane hoping the home team can rebound tonight and improve to 4-1. Bedford, very good, at least through the first 4 games. No problem with Manchester Central opening night, a blowout win over the Little Green, 91-75. They then defeat the defending champion Trinity Pioneers 68-62. They had their first road test at Wyndham and topped the Jaguars 77-61. And then back on Tuesday night against Londonderry, they scored the game's first 22 points and ended up coasting over the Lancers 88-53. The scouting report, they've really got 3 kids that can drop 20 or more on any given night. We know about senior forward Aiden O'Connell. He's the former Goffstown Grizzly who moved across town lines during the offseason. He's gotten off to a good start. His cousin, sophomore guard Brady O'Connell, has put up some numbers through the early going, including a 29-point performance in the win over Trinity. And then there's Luke Sodden, who's the junior guard, who's crafty and really good all around, including on the defensive end. The Titans, of course, made a deep push last year, went all the way to the semifinals, led by Trevor Lebrecht, who is known as one of the state's better all-around players. And a lot of veterans on this team, including Jack Sullivan, Jack Peters. Jaden Montgomery is the point guard, Derek Finley. So they've got depth and experience, and will certainly be ready to bring the fight to the Bulldogs tonight on their home floor. It's a big crowd despite less than ideal weather conditions outside, rainy/snowy really all day long throughout the area. Nashua South had their game canceled at Trinity tonight, but this one is a go, and the folks for the most part have turned out as the seats continue to fill up. There's also a large media presence here tonight as well. So all eyes are on these two teams tonight, Nashua North and Bedford. About to tip off at the bottom of the hour. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's Beals Insurance, NewHampshireTomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
All right, we're back here in Nashua. Nick and Astas with you, live from Nashua North High School, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Nashua North Titans. Starting lineups about to be introduced. There's Brady O'Connell, the aforementioned sophomore guard. And a freshman tonight, or excuse me, another sophomore in the starting lineup, Nico Bedoyan, who we did not see when we broadcasted against Trinity. Luke Sodden, the junior. Dylan Lafferty will man the power forward spot. He's a veteran senior, and rounding it out is the former Goffstown Grizzly Aiden O'Connell, the senior forward. Titans with Jaden Montgomery. Parth McLonney, sophomore who's got some depth, some range, good three-point threat. Robinson Rodriguez on the stretch forward. Jack Peters, the senior, and Trevor Lebrecht is the senior All-State player. Let's turn it over now for the national anthem.
Our colors. At this time, please stand if you're able. Remove your hats for the national anthem.
Well, there it is, the national anthem. The Nashua High North Color Guard doing a great job. And we're just about set to go here in Nashua on a snowy night in southern New Hampshire. Nick and Astis with you. Glad you could join us. Two teams predicted to maybe be there right in the end. Titans looking for a return to the Final Four. Bedford, after a quarterfinal exit a year ago, seen by many as the early front runner after the 4-0 start. Head coach Frank Moreno at the end of the visitor bench. And again, Steve Lane in control over on the home sideline. Having a last moment word with Robinson Rodriguez, his young forward. Titans in the home whites will head right to left in this first half. Bedford in the road blacks will counter left to right. Ready to rumble. This one is up off the shoulder of the official and eventually controlled by the point guard, Jaden Montgomery. So the Titans will have it first, and we are underway here from Nashua North. Lebrecht, his first touch. Dangerous from all over the floor. Peters rifles an interior pass that's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. Peters, one of their better all-around athletes, standout linebacker for the football team. His younger brother expected to get minutes off the bench tonight as well. Bedford. Looks like they're in a matchup zone, and one way to get them out of it is to give the ball to Parth Maglani, sophomore. Hits the three-pointer. Came off the bench last year as a freshman and was able to contribute big time during that postseason run. He's got the Titans on the board, 3-0, and now it's Bedford's turn. First touch for the Bulldogs, nearly a minute gone by. Sodden, jump stop, rejected by Lebrecht. Loose ball in the corner, whistle dead, and given over to the Titans. The call is made in front of a sprawling Nashua North student section, taking up about a quarter of the bleacher on this side of the gym. They're on their feet early and expect them to remain standing. To the hole, Montgomery, a right-hand finish. Came down the left side of the lane and finished with the right hand. Got it off the glass. And despite the contact, able to convert. It's 5-0 Titans. Bedford looking to crack the ice. Titans in a man-to-man. O'Connell, nice drop-down pass, and Sodden's got the Bulldogs on the board. Quickly the other way, Lebrecht again gets one at the iron. Titans with back-to-back points in the paint. And it's 7-2 early with 2 minutes down. Gone by. There's the sophomore O'Connell, inside out. Bedoyan drops it off again, and then a foul is called as Lafferty goes up strong. That's Dylan Lafferty. A lot of experience with him. Started last year as a junior, got time as a sophomore. We see the Lebrecht bucket a moment ago. First of two in the hole. He's also one of their better rebounders. Wearing a new number 20 for his senior year. It was 15 last year. First free throw to be taken either way here with 2 minutes gone by. 7-3, one more for the right-hander. It's up and in. Full court press put on by Coach Moreno here. Titans take their time. They look for the middle, and they enter the front court with a pass to Lebrecht. Bedford expected to throw a lot of different defensive looks at the Titans tonight. Montgomery, a skip pass. Peters going to catch and fire. High arcing three off the rim. Bulldogs look to run. Aiden O'Connell to the hole. It's Brady, rather. No, the tip off the rim, no. Second try for Aiden O'Connell. Draws a whistle. Well, good work on the glass, as the Bulldogs had a number of players in the paint. To look at the initial shot, it was almost tipped up and in. Aiden O'Connell, an excellent free throw shooter. Went 14 of 15 in the tournament game last year for Goffstown. The Grizzlies made the push all the way to the state championship. 2 for 2 trip. Bedford collectively 4 of 4. There's the game's first turnover. A steal at midcourt for Lafferty. And now Bedford looks for their first lead, trailing 7-6. Wraparound pass. New player in the game, Caden Brown. Brady O'Connell lost it. It's lobbed up ahead. Rodriguez has the trailer. Maglani. Baseline pull-up, no. Rebound for Brown, who wants to run. Up the floor. Left-hand shot from Soden, no. And then out of bounds to the Titans. With this home crowd getting on the senior a little bit. But a good challenge at the rim to force the miss. Meanwhile, subs. Coach Lane going to the bench for the first time. We get a look at Jaden Pena. He's going to come on here and catch a pass in the middle of the press. Peters pulls the trigger on his second three. It's short. Rebound Brady O'Connell. Bedford again looking for the lead for the first time, trailing 7-6 as we come up on the midway point of this first quarter. Titans going to stay in the man-to-man. And now a reach-in foul is going to be called against the home team. It's on Lebrecht. It's the third team foul. And the first on Lebrecht. Backdoor. Lafferty trying to stay inbounds. Whips it back near midcourt. Look out. A collision at the table. Good hustle by Pena. Gets a round of applause. Bedford's first turnover. So we see Pena collide with Aiden O'Connell. Both players fortunately okay. Titans by 1. Looking for an early cushion here as we hit the 4-minute mark. This one tipped out of bounds by Brown. If you're just joining us, the Titans scored the game's first 5 points. Bedford has responded with a 6-2 run. Now the Bulldogs in a 2-3 zone defensively for the first time. Lebrecht catching fire. That three is wild. Soden the rebound. Left-hand dribble into the front court. Here comes the trap. The trailer is Brady O'Connell. 2 passes later. Lafferty's in the lane with a ball fake. Back over to Brown. Good closeout by Lebrecht. Deep three on the way from Soden is in the hole. 5 points early for the junior guard. Bedford has their first lead on the board at 9-7. It's a 9-2 run. Peters into the corner, catching fire. 3 from Adrian Lazo just came on. Is too strong on the attempt. Aiden O'Connell, his second rebound. Here he comes to the rim. Going to stop, going to go up, but is whistled for a travel. Well, he slammed on the brakes and may have dragged that back pivot foot. Coach Moreno says he likes to take. Coach going to go to the bench. Lafferty out. And we get a look at the senior. Also in a different number this year. That's Sean Toscano. Toscano's on the floor, and a jump ball is called as Lebrecht ties him up. Good hustle both ways. Coach Moreno gives the clap. Bulldogs have the possession. 3 minutes to go. First quarter, Bedford in the midst of a 9-2 run. Aiden O'Connell for 3. The high arcer is too strong. Titans trying to tie the game in the lane. Montgomery slips through a double team but leaves it short. Here's Brown with room. Goes to the hole. Missed. Follows his own miss. Bounce pass back to Brady O'Connell. Over Lebrecht. No. Back iron miss. And Peter is able to clear it for the defense. Up the floor. Lazo with the layup. Home crowd likes that. Another transition bucket for the Titans. Fast break has been kind. Game tied at 9, 2 minutes first quarter. Brady O'Connell with the crossover. Again, looking to challenge LeBrecq. Pivots its way out of a problem. And there's the three in the corner from Aiden O'Connell. Senior's first field goal. He's got 5. Again, the Titans go down the floor. Lazo leaves his feet. Drops it off back for Peters. Now the offense looks to reset. Step back three. Montgomery will tie the game. Able to get square and have the room to pull the trigger. Coach Moreno didn't like it. Going to send Lafferty back to the scorer's table. 12-12 here. Bedford looking to retake the lead. Brown. Nowhere to go. O'Connell loves to slash. Going to go to the hole. Tipped out of bounds. No foul. But we'll stay with Bedford. Meanwhile, Maglani and Robinson return for the Titans after a very short rest. LeBrecq and Peters will head to the bench for the first time, as Coach Lane looks to keep his lineup fresh. Montgomery with the steal. Montgomery up the floor. Lazo to the rim. Lazo his second field goal and now another steal. Inside out, three-pointer from Pena, too strong. Maglani a second try. Back door for Pena. Extra pass. Has it back near side for Maglani, who's cut off by Brown. And now Montgomery looks to attack. Inside out, Robinson in the corner. 3, too strong. Brown his second rebound. That one taken away. And then off the leg of a Bulldog player, it goes out of bounds back to the Titans. Helter-skelter here in the final minute of the first quarter. North looking to extend a 14-12 lead. And again, Coach Lane shuffles the cards. Robinson out. And LeBrecq back on. Bulldogs in a 2-3. Lazo leaves it for Montgomery. The banker, no. The follow, no. Third try for the guard. He's fouled. Well, good work on the glass by Montgomery, who again is a physical guard, a veteran, very familiar in circles statewide at this point with his name. And he may have put on a couple of inches, unless my eyes are cheating me. He looks a little taller than last year. He's going to hit the free throw. It's the first one attempted tonight by the Titans. Montgomery off to a great start with a game-high 6 points. His team's got a 3-point lead with one more on the way. 23 seconds to go here in this first quarter, and some late arriving fans still filling up the stands here. It's getting full, though. Meanwhile, full court pressure. Pena up in the shirt of Bedoyan, and that's got the student section fired up. And a foul here by referee Peter Burkhart does not sit well with head coach Steve Lane over on the Titan sideline. A reach-in call that'll give the Bedford the ball with, 10 seconds here, 10.5 remaining. So down the lane, splits the defense, but missed the layup. Rebound to Lazo. Toscano picks up the loose ball and almost knocks down the three. But that is how the first quarter will end. The home team with a late push. Titans a 4-point lead after 8 minutes, 16-12. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the second quarter here in Nashua. Nashua North leading Bedford 16-12. Here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas with you. Glad you could join us. First Friday of 2023. The Titans looking for their fourth win of the season, trying to shake off a loss back on Tuesday at Merrimack. Bedford hoping to stay undefeated and improve to 5-0. Meanwhile, we have a foul here against the Bulldogs on the baseline. Reach-in foul, just the second team foul against Bedford. We saw 4 against Nashua North in that first quarter. Lebrecht on the baseline. Little too strong. Rebound for Aiden O'Connell, his third. Sophomore Bedoyan had his pass tipped. His classmate Brady O'Connell tracks it down, and now Aiden O'Connell looks for a double ball screen up top. Going to split the defense and travels. Well, that's the second time he's been called for steps. 5 turnovers now, unofficially for Bedford against the press. Titans go deep. Maglani pumps the brakes. Coach Moreno calls out the signals here for this defense. It's a 2-3 look. Once again, we saw man and zone in that first quarter. Titans will take their time trying to figure it out. No shot clock, as we know, in the NHIAA. Maglani for 3. His second from downtown. The sophomore's got 6. 2 minutes into the second quarter, North has the game's largest lead at 7, 19-12. Toscano the fade, short. Montgomery his third rebound. Up the floor, Maglani left-hand finish. And Coach Moreno has seen enough. Timeout Bedford. Titans looking to run tonight. Another fast break bucket, as they have routinely gotten up and down the floor in this first half. The transition game has looked good. Coach Moreno going to try to slow them down here in the huddle. As you see the long outlet pass, beautiful pass from Montgomery, the lefty finish from Maglani, who's got 8 points now to lead all scorers. And suddenly, it's a 21-12 ball game. Nashua North has scored the first 5 points of this second quarter. Well, again, the Titans in a shootout lost at Merrimack Tuesday night. That was a 69-64 final score. North opened up with 3 wins, a road win opening night at Dover, no problem, 68-35. Another blowout victory in their home opener over Timberlane, and they put up 89 in a smash victory over Concord, 89-36, before they caught their first L earlier this week against the Tomahawks. Bedford again trying to stay perfect after wins over Central, Trinity, Windham, and Londonderry. Been a game of runs. Titans scored the game's first 5 points. Bedford responded with a 9-2 run to take their first lead. Titans closed out the quarter on a high note and again have started this frame on a 5-0 run. 21-12, nearly 2 minutes in, second quarter. Aiden O'Connell to the hole, can't bank it, it's loose. Soden, good ball fake, scores off the glass. He's got a team high 7. Again, Bedford in a 2-2-1. Peters back in the game, slashes to the hole, count it, and the foul. Jack Peters, a scowl on his face. Physical player, A physical take there. Able to attack the defender, draw the contact, and score with the right hand. 3-point play converted at the line. Peters got his first 3 points of the night. North continuing to roll here, a 10-point lead for the first time. And now some zone press from Coach Lane, a foul called right in front of the head coach along the home sideline. That'll be team foul number 5 against North. Brady O'Connell, 2 big steps in the lane. Bedoyan swings it. Soden, a good look at it. 3-pointer, too strong. Montgomery, the rebound, trying to keep his balance. Throws it up the floor. It ends up with Lebrecht, who's fouled. Well, Montgomery showing you the balance there. Pulled the rebound down on the other end and then somehow maintained his footing and launched another gorgeous outlet pass. Nice touch pass on the receiving end by Lazo to set up Lebrecht, who heads to the line for the first time tonight. No problem there. Titans collectively perfect, 4 for 4 at the free throw line, 25-14. Lebrecht with 4 points. Backdoor, Aiden O'Connell, left-hand finish. His second field goal. Bedford's first points of the second quarter. Nearly 3 minutes in, 10-point game again. Montgomery lost the ball. Just a second Titan turnover. It's a 3-on-2. O'Connell looks for the trailer, his cousin. Brady into the lane, wild off the glass. Montgomery able to stabilize. His 5th rebound, he'll keep it himself. He looks over at Coach Lane. The Titans look to run a play. They lead by 10, 3 minutes in, second quarter. Lebrecht one-on-one against the sophomore. The spin, the 15-footer, no good, back iron. Bedford wants to push. Brown up ahead, Brady O'Connell, yes. First 2 for the sophomore, comes off the glass. Bedford a rare transition bucket as well. Bulldogs within 8. And a foul here as Pena's tripped up. It's going to go against Lafferty. They say a trip here. Now 5 team fouls each way as we approach the midway point of this second quarter. Toscano back on. We get a look now at Luke Peters, the sophomore and younger brother of Jack. Fadeaway, Lebrecht up and in. Got a pretty shot. High release for the 6'4 senior. He's got 6 to lead his 10. Good move here. O'Connell, count it, and the foul. Now Aiden O'Connell starting to come on. He now is the game's high scorer, along with the Titans' Parth Maglani, each with 9 points. But one more on the way for the former Goffstown Grizzly. 28-21 after the make. O'Connell is 3 for 3 at the line, so a 7-point game as we move past the midway point. Second quarter, Coach Lane, a hand in both pockets, trying to coach up the offense from the home sideline. Montgomery into the corner. Peters, good stutter step across the lane to his brother, who goes up off the glass, off target. It'll stay here. Say last touch by Bedford. Aiden O'Connell disagrees. The senior rolls his eyes. Titans will get a second crack. They go to Montgomery on the block, goes right up, no off the glass. Toscano lost it off his fingers. Well, the senior tried to sell it.
But the baseline official, Peter Burkhardt, not buying it. Montgomery inside again is rejected. O'Connell with the block and board, takes it himself into the front court. Brown launches a three. It's around the horn and out. Jack Peters, his second rebound for North, but a turnover. Soden had it poked out of his hands on the baseline. It'll stay with Bedford. Well, both teams have taken pretty good care of the ball by and large in this first half. Unofficially, Bedford 5 turnovers, the Titans only 3. Another bucket for Aiden O'Connell. Going to work here. He's in double figures with a game-high 12 points. Coach Moreno in a crouch at the head of the Bedford bench trying to coach up the Bulldog defense. Down to 3 minutes to go until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, full recap, and a look around the out-of-state or out-of-town scoreboard as well. A couple of games postponed tonight, including South at Trinity. But we've got plenty of scores on the way. That's all coming up at halftime. Inside of 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Bedford is within 5. The closest they've been since late in the first quarter. Montgomery left his feet, bailed himself out with a dribble. It's a good battle to watch. Montgomery against Brady O'Connell. O'Connell slaps it out of his hands. Bulldogs back to the man-to-man. Lebrecht looking to attack. Brown lost the ball. It's loose. Lazo has it. Behind the back. The pull-up. In and out. Again, it's loose. Toscano is on the floor. And another jump ball is called. Got a sub here. Luke Peters out for the Titans. Robinson back on. Coach Lane going with a bigger lineup here with 2:16 to go. Bedford will stay with Brown, Toscano, both O'Connells, and Soden. Brown catching fire. 3, too strong. Montgomery another board under the long outlet. Lazo lost it off his leg. And again, the Titans looking to push, and then push some more. Another outlet launch down the floor. Lazo upset with himself after it goes off his knee. Bedford trying to make it a one-possession game. They've trailed most of this first half, and they lose it here. Peters the steal, up the floor. Lazo in attack mode, count it, and 1. Peters the steal, and then again, head up the floor looking for a teammate in transition. The steal, the long pass, and then Lazo the fearless take. Hit by Brown on the way up, able to finish with the right hand. Another free throw for the Titans as they remain perfect collectively at the line. 6 of 6 in this first half. They pushed their lead back up to 8, 31-23. Final 90 seconds first half. Titans have stayed in this man. Seen a little bit of a zone press, but in the half court set it's been man-to-man exclusively. Here's a foul. No, a travel. Well, Brady O'Connell thought he got hit on the elbow. The officials say no. Titan ball, back-to-back turnovers for Bedford. Montgomery going to walk it into the front court. North led by as many as 12 earlier, trying to make it a double-digit lead yet again, and Robinson will. A good wraparound pass for the assist by Montgomery. Robinson Rodriguez, his first 2. And I believe all 5 Titan starters have now scored. This one turned over. Well, Bedford a little out of rhythm right now. 3 straight giveaways. Coach Moreno shaking his head.
Final minute, second quarter. Again, the Titans a chance to match their largest lead from earlier. Montgomery into the lane, out. Peters, good straightaway three, up and in. A great look. And then a whistle. May have been a warning against the Titans. Not quite sure what that was. A Titan player may have touched the ball after it went in the basket, and therefore a warning was issued, would be my best guess. Soden, deep three, nothing but net. Gorgeous stroke. He's been holding his own in this first half. 10 points to lead the Bulldogs, along with O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell's 12. They've got 22 of the 26. Down to 10 seconds, 10-point game. Montgomery wants it in his hands here with 6 on the clock. Now 5 to his right, down the lane. 2 big steps and a finish. Final launch from Soden is off target, and that'll do it for the first half here in Nashua. The Titans looking to respond after catching their first loss of the season back on Tuesday. They look good at the midway point here at home. A 38-26 lead, their largest lead on the board at halftime. Coming up, a look back at that first half, stats, highlights, plus an out-of-town scoreboard look as well on a busy Friday, the first Friday of 2023. Happy New Year. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Halftime here in Nashua. Titans with a big lead over Bedford, 38-26 in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. Presented by Beals Insurance. Nick and Astis with you. Titans looking to respond from their first loss of the season. It came Tuesday night at Merrimack. 3-1 record. Entering tonight's contest, they score the game's first 5 points. Bedford, true to form, responded with a 9-2 run to take their first lead about midway through that first quarter. Titans, a late push, ended the first frame on top 16-12. Then a run to stretch that lead. Came right away in the second quarter. 10-0. Pushed the lead to 12 for the first time. Bedford came back to cut it down to 5 in the final minutes before halftime. But again, a late Titan push. And it's 38-26. Nashua North led in that first half by Jaden Montgomery, the senior. Unofficially 9 points and 6 rebounds to lead the way. Trevor Lebrecht, his classmate, 6 points. Another senior with 6 points, Jack Peters. And Adrian Lazo with 7. Parth Maglani, the sophomore, with 8. So a lot of production coming from that first unit for Coach Lane. Coach Moreno saw the newest Bulldog, senior Aiden O'Connell, formerly of Goffstown. He's the game's high scorer. 12 points, 3 rebounds unofficially in that first half. Luke Sodden with 10. Also in double figures to go along with 3 rebounds. Dylan Lafferty and Brady O'Connell, 2 points apiece. So Bedford, after putting up some gaudy point totals in each of the 4 victories to start the season, hoping to pick up the pace here over the final 3 quarters. Been a fun atmosphere so far. Students supporting both schools are rowdy. The Bulldog faithful made the trip down Route 3 despite the bad weather. And again, the Titan fans have been very loud here on this side of the gymnasium. It'll be Titan ball to begin this third quarter. Bedford, they threw a number of different defensive looks at Nashua North in that first half. They open up in a man-to-man here. Lebrecht, the three-pointer is too strong. Brown able to collect off the bounce for Bedford. He's got 4 rebounds. Bulldogs trying to cut it to 10, maybe 9 here on their first trip of the second half. Brady O'Connell pivots, bounce pass, backdoor to Brown, sets up Aiden O'Connell for 3. A game-high 15. Got most of his points in the paint in that first half. His first three-pointer comes in the first minute here of the third quarter. It's a 9-point game again at 38-29. Titans going to pull it back out. Coach Lane says slow it down. Arms crossed at the head of the home bench. Montgomery slips free down the lane. Off-balance layup won't go. Here comes Aiden O'Connell looking to push. Bounce pass, broken up and stolen in the lane. 9 Bedford turnovers. Montgomery is ahead of the pack and almost got that to go despite the foul. The fast break has been a weapon tonight for the Titans. Several transition buckets in that first half. Montgomery able to beat the crowd. Almost got another. He'll shoot 2. Titans perfect in that first half. It's the first miss either way tonight. Bedford was 5 of 5 in the first 2 quarters at the line as well. Montgomery a 1 for 2 trip. He's in double figures with a team high 10 points. The lead is 10 again at 39-29. Titans in the half court man defensively. Nice backdoor. Aiden O'Connell adds a quick 5 to his halftime total. He's got 17 here. Less than 2 minutes in second half. On his way to a big night perhaps. His team trails by 8. Titans want it back. They skip it near side. McLaughlin catching fire. 3 is short. Offensive rebound, Lebrecht in a crowd. Peters goes up strong for 2 more. It's a big rebound for Lebrecht. Able to keep it alive. Peters does the rest. He's got 8. 41-31. Oh, Montgomery picked his pocket. 3-on-2. Montgomery keeps it himself and draws a foul. It's unofficially 3 steals now for the senior. As we get another look there at the foul against Bedford, second team foul. Bulldogs a 2-3 zone. We saw this in the first half as well. As Coach Moreno continuing to flash different looks. Almost possession by possession. Montgomery in the high post. Hits the 15-footer. Elbow J right there. Team high 12. 43-31. Hayden O'Connell in the lane. Muscle shot, no, but a foul. Tried to bank it. And he'll shoot 2. Took it on the elbow. Foul there against Rodriguez. First team foul for the Titans in the second half. Just under 3 minutes gone by, third quarter. Hayden O'Connell. 18 points now, 4 for 4 at the stripe for the lefty. Ten-point game. Bedford back to the man-to-man, trying to challenge here. Chance for the Titans to match their largest lead. No one tipped out of bounds. Son got his left hand on it. It's been an entertaining one-on-one here. Montgomery against the sophomore Brady O'Connell. Draws a second defender. Peters goes right to the hole, but missed the layup. Hayden O'Connell out of a crowd. His 5th rebound on a left-hand layup. 2 big steps for the senior forward. Able to finish off the glass across the body. Been impressive. Been the man here in the third quarter for the Bulldogs. They're within 8. Lebrecht trying to match. Can't do it. Lafferty the rebound. Nearly midway through third quarter. Brady O'Connell bounce pass for the rolling Lafferty around the baseline to Brown for 2. Senior Caden Brown been putting in work on the window tonight with 4 rebounds. Gets his first field goal. Claps his hands defensively. Bulldogs are within 6. It's a 2-possession game for the first time in a while. We hit the 4-minute mark, third quarter. McLaughlin going to pull it out. Goes around his man, through a double team, but can't bank it. Rebound for Brady O'Connell, and the sophomore is fouled. That gets the Bedford side of the gym excited. Just the second team foul. No, the first team foul against Nashua North here in the third quarter. 2 on the other side against the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, the officials look to clarify something over at the table. Coach Moreno going to get a sub in. Sean Toscano, the senior forward, returns, replacing his classmate Dylan Lafferty. He gets a round of applause. Full court press from the Titans. Lebrecht got his hand on the entry pass. Bulldogs okay with it. And now a foul is called. A reach in here against Pena, who just checked back in. Jaden Pena played well off the bench in that first half. Gets called for the reach. And that is the third team foul. I thought so. Said only 1 on the board a moment ago. It's the right number now. That's 3 against the Titan, 2 against Bedford. 3-pointer, Hayden O'Connell. Back iron miss. Pena skying long rebound. Look at a push. Head down to the rim. Can't get the scooper off the glass. Brown the other way. Left side for Sodden. He's double teamed. Escapes to the corner, and Bedford will reset. Bulldogs a chance to cut it to 4, maybe 3. They go down the lane. O'Connell has 2 more. He's putting on a show right now. How about 11 of his 23 points coming in this third quarter? Steve Lane has seen enough. Timeout, Titans. Bedford on the comeback trail. Fell behind by a dozen at the break, but have been on the back of senior Aiden O'Connell. Led Goffstown all the way to the championship game a year ago and has fit right in with the Bulldogs after transferring in the offseason. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait. It's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now with 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. And finally, by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. Nick Anastas with you from the Gate City of Nashua. Glad you could join us for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. Presented by Beals Insurance. 2 of the best teams in Division I colliding here in the first week of January. Bedford 4-0, trying to stay undefeated. They've trailed most of the night tonight and trail now by a score of 45-39 as Lebrecht gets his first bucket of this third quarter. Titans hoping to rebound after suffering their lone loss of the season Tuesday night at Merrimack, hoping to improve tonight with a win to 4-1. Then the man-to-man look for Coach Lane defensively. Bedford's O'Connell runs into trouble. Peters ties him up. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it at this end with just over 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Sodden. Good move to the hole. Good up fake. No. Toscano the follow. Yes. Coach Moreno likes that. Meanwhile, nobody accounts for Lazo. All alone near the bucket. He goes over the shoulder for 2 more. He's played well off the bench tonight now with 9 points. Meanwhile, Brown has 2 more for Bedford. 47-43. Back and forth we go. Final 100 seconds, third quarter. Lazo on the baseline. Peters to the hole. Yes, sir. Peters, the third Titan to double figures with 10. North trying to keep Bedford at arm's length. They've got a 6-point lead at 49-43. And this crowd is awoken as well, chanting defense. Brady O'Connell into the lane. Drops it off to Toscano. Great look at it. Knocks it down. Back-to-back buckets for Toscano, the senior off the bench with 5. Step back Montgomery, can't get the answer. Gets his own rebound off the front iron miss. Wraparound pass for Lebrecht is good and the foul. Montgomery following his own miss. His 7th rebound tonight. Lebrecht gets free and now he's in double figures with 10. Been a balanced attack tonight for Nashua North. 1 more on the way for the senior. Just under a minute to go now, third quarter. North a 2-possession lead at 51-46. Going to keep those legs wide on the release. Great balance. Heads to the bench, 3 for 3 tonight at the line. Going to get a quick rest here at the end of the quarter. Titans will press. Bedford will clear it out. Sodden races into the front court. Double team comes from Rodriguez in the corner. Bulldogs looking to take their time, 45 seconds. Sodden, dashing move. They're going to say no on the floor first. Did get the bucket to go, but after the whistle. So no basket, foul first. Fourth team foul against North. 3 on the other side against Bedford. 52-46, Bulldogs trying to make it maybe a one-possession game. If they can hit a 3. Layup instead, attempt too strong. Titans look to run again. Give and go to Lazo for the layup. Running and gunning tonight. Three-pointer, Brown, too strong. Peters, his 4th rebound. Titans will slow it down. North wants the last shot. 10 seconds left. 8-point lead. Hoping to push it back to double figures before the horn. Montgomery to his left. Into the lane, and a travel is called. Just the 5th Titan turnover tonight. Comes with 2.4 remaining. So Bedford hoping for one more here. Brown will inbound. Into the backcourt for Soden from midcourt. It is off the front rim. And no good. 3 quarters in the books, and we've got a good one brewing here in the Gate City. Nashua North has led most of the way by 12 at halftime. Still a solid 8-point lead as we head to the 4th quarter. 54-46. Will Bedford come back and stay undefeated? Or does North seal the deal? We begin to find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Here we go. 4th quarter here at Nashua North. The Titans, who have led most of the way and by as many as 12 tonight, lead Bedford 54-46 to begin this 4th quarter. Nick Anastas with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. First Friday night of the new year, 2023. Bulldogs hoping to pull off the comeback and improve to 5-0, likely, or trying rather, to stay undefeated. Well, the Titans would like to improve to 4-1 and avoid their second straight loss. Montgomery around the corner in attack mode, leaves it for Rodriguez, who lays it in. Boy, Montgomery's putting together a pretty good floor game tonight, a good all-around game. There's a 3. Sodden putting together a good all-around game of his own now. 13 points, his first bucket since halftime. Montgomery up top, a good look at it. The 3 rolls off the rim. Lebrecht, a one-handed rebound, can't get it to go. Rodriguez stays with it and does. Titans hitting the offensive glass. Second chance points starting to pile up. 58-49, a minute now gone by 4th quarter. The sophomore Nico Badadian is back on for Bedford. Jump stop around the rim and out. Brady O'Connell follows his own miss and does get it to go on the second try. Able to bank it in. His second bucket of the game, is first since the break. 58-51. Bedford going to stay within striking distance. Titans looking for more cushion here. No look back door. and his teammate not quite ready. Robinson Rodriguez smiling after it goes off his hands out of bounds. Just the third turnover of the second half for the Titans. Montgomery thought he may have had another assist there. By the way, the numbers on Montgomery unofficially 12.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Putting in work across the spreadsheet. Bedford. Soden a 3. It may have been partially tipped. Rodriguez launches it down the floor. Montgomery is at the rim and can't score. Soden, 2 big steps and a gorgeous lay-in. Here he comes, 5 points in the quarter for the junior. Bedford's within 5, once again at 58-53. Maglani on the pick and roll. Backdoor Rodriguez. Jump hook is good. Well, here he comes with 6 of his 8 points coming in this second half. Bedford down 7. They've trailed most of the way. Held a brief lead about midway through the first quarter. Toscano, 15-footer. Won't fall. Montgomery on the other end. Banker, no. Toscano ends up on his back after pulling in the rebound. 60-53. Nearly 3 minutes gone by, fourth quarter. Titans with a 7-point lead. Brady O'Connell inside out. Go back to the sophomore. He thought about it. Rodriguez is the defender. Drive and kick. Toscano for 3. Up and in. 8 points for Sean Toscano, all in the second half. Meanwhile, Maglani misses and then fouls Aiden O'Connell on the other end. Good job by Lafferty to challenge and avoid the foul, forcing the miss. Aiden O'Connell is 6 rebound on the other side. And the ball back to Bedford. Coach Lane of North going to make a sub. Maglani out. Pena on. And Pena is assigned to Brady O'Connell here. Going to pressure a little bit in the backcourt. Bulldogs are within 4. Trying to get within 2 for the first time since halftime. Can't do it. Pull up short. Lebrecht his 5th rebound. Coming up at the midway point, fourth quarter. Titans looking for breathing room. Lebrecht wants it himself. Jump hook around the rim and out. Rebound to Lafferty. Bedford going to slow it down in the backcourt. Again, Bedford. Closest they've been in the second half is 4. Trying to cut it to 2, perhaps. Lebrecht, the rejection. A couple of All-Staters slap 5 after. Good sportsmanship there. Aiden O'Connell rejected by one of the long arms of Trevor Lebrecht, the long arm of the law there. Good timing with the right. Backdoor open layup. Aiden O'Connell, what a second half. What a first half. What a game. 25 with 13 of those in this second half. We're inside of 4 minutes. It's a 2-point game. The Bedford fans, they braved the weather, chanting defense. Lebrecht for 3. It's off target. Peters crashes the party. Comes to the hole. Can't get it to go. Keeps it alive. Second try, and a foul first on the floor is going to be whistled. Peters putting in work on the window. 6 rebounds unofficially to go with 10 points. We've got a timeout here on the floor with 3:37 remaining. It's been a fun one. Titans got off to a fast start, scored the game's first 5 points. Bedford responded with a 9-2 lead midway through the first quarter. Took the lead briefly. Titans held the lead after the first quarter, 16-12. They extended that to double figures early in the second quarter. And behind, Jaden Montgomery built up a 12-point lead at the break of 38-26. Second half, North, another run to begin the frame. Pushed the lead up to 12 about midway through the third quarter. Bedford slowly chipped away really since on the back of Aiden O'Connell. He's got a game high of 25 points with 13 coming since the break. Bedford within 2, the closest it's been since midway through the second quarter. 3:37 to go. Titans hoping for a 2-possession lead again. Coach Lane raises his left arm, calls out the play. Senior point guard's got the ball. Montgomery between the circles. High post for Peters. Peters going to turn, going to go to the hole and draw a foul on his way up. Oh, it's an offensive foul. An offensive foul against Peters. As referee Peter Burkhart hears the boos from the Titan fans. Going to say Peters pushed off. And so now Bedford will have the ball with a chance to tie or take the lead as we get another timeout on the floor. Another look at that call there. Peters has played well tonight. We mentioned his numbers, 10 and 6. But a call goes Bedford's way, and now the Bulldogs have been on a run here. Scored 5 unanswered. Hoping to maybe tie this at 60, if not take the lead on their next trip. Coming up after the game, we'll break it all down. Stats, highlights, analysis. And we're going to start getting some scores in here as well. We promised that, I know, at halftime, but some of the games underway now statewide. Of course, some games postponed tonight. Nashua South, some of those players are here. They were supposed to play at Trinity tonight, but apparently the Pioneers had a problem with the floor. Had to postpone. Here we go. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Bedford trying to complete the comeback. They trail by 2. Aiden O'Connell can't tie it. Lafferty rejected on the second try. And Montgomery is going to power out of a crowd and now slow it down for the Titans. Big block for Trevor Lebrecht. His second of this second half. Montgomery behind the back, underneath to Peters, goes to his left, can't score off the window. Aiden O'Connell is hurt, goes down grabbing his ankle. He had the rebound for a moment. And now an official's timeout as Aiden tries to hobble his way back down the floor. Painful to watch. You could see landed hard and he's upset as he tries to walk it off. But boy, oh boy, that looked like it was instant pain for the senior. He's still grabbing that left ankle on the end of the bench. One of the athletic trainers going to take a look. Meanwhile, with 2:38 to go, Bedford has brought Caden Brown back on to replace Aiden O'Connell. So it's Brady O'Connell, Brown, Lafferty, Toscano, and Sodden, the 5 in black for Bedford. Montgomery spins, elevates, banker, no. This one tipped loose, and Sodden tracks it down for the Bulldogs. Bedford gets the stop they want. Within striking distance, still down 2 here, 60-58. Coming up on 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Sodden had it poked loose and stolen. And then Lebrecht almost lost it, recovers, goes back to Peters in the corner, and the Titans are going to take a breath. Inside of 2 minutes we go. Peters to the corner. McGloney fires a 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Peters. Back to McGloney. The banker, no. Rodriguez, second try, and he's fouled over the shoulder. Another key offensive rebound for Jack Peters. It's his third offensive rebound of this fourth quarter. Rodriguez to the free throw line. Bedford is now, well, they got 1 left to give. 5 team fouls. North is up against the limit with 6. The line has been kind tonight to the Titans. Just 1 combined miss. Lebrecht is 3 for 3. Lazo 1 for 1. Rodriguez now 1 for 1. And Montgomery is 3 for 4. Titans push the lead up to 2 possessions. It's a 4-point game. Rodriguez is the 4th Titan in double figures tonight with 10 points. And he's going to slap a few high fives on his way to the bench. Lazo comes back on. He'll guard the point guard here as Bedoyan comes into the front court. Titans fans chanting defense as the gym is rocking and rolling here. Coming up on 90 seconds remaining. Bedford, they've gone dry the last few trips. They trail by 4. Sodden on the baseline, into the corner. Toscano, Brady O'Connell into the lane. 14-footer is short. Rebound Lebrecht. Crowd loves it. 6 boards for Lebrecht to go with 11 points. And he's going to run the show here. At least bring the ball into the front court before he gives way to the point guard Montgomery, who's tagged up here for a foul by Bedoyan with 1:12 remaining. So Bedford now up against the limit with 16 fouls. Caden Brown returns, replacing Toscano. Montgomery will be the inbounder here along the near sideline for the Titans. See how quickly Bedford wants to play it. No shot clock as we know. Bulldogs may have to give the foul sooner rather than later. And there it is. Pena tagged up again by Bedoyan. So 1-1 on the way. Jaden Pena has not gone to the free throw line tonight. He's not scored. He's played well, particularly on defense. Coach Lane couldn't ask for a better time for the youngster to check in here, get his name in the scorer's book. His team up 4, looking for insurance with 1:03 remaining. Front end of the 1-1 is good. (63-58). Second in and out. No good. Going the rebound. Bedford inside of a minute. Down by 5. Soden for 3. Too strong. Loose in the corner. Lebrecht with it. Going to spin out of a double team. Launches it near side. Lazo up the floor. And now Pena's got an open layup. Titans trying to close the door. A 7-point lead now and a travel against Bedford. Got a timeout on the floor as we get another look at the travel. The sophomore jammed up a little bit there. Bedford unofficially 12 turnovers tonight, 7 of those since halftime. North with half that total, only 6 giveaways. Again, following the game, a full recap. Stats, highlights, analysis, out of town scoreboard coming up in just a few minutes. Nick had asked us with you. Titans head coach Steve Lane hoping to get his team back to the Final Four. They lost to Goffstown in mid-March and gave the Grizzlies all they could handle in that one. Of course, Aiden O'Connell was a junior on that Grizzlies team, now a senior with Bedford, and unfortunately it looks like his night may be over. You see him in the foreground at the end of the Bedford bench. He's got the left leg elevated with an ice pack on that left ankle. And that's a disappointing finish for what was a very productive night for Aiden O'Connell. Had 12 points at halftime. $13 more in the second half. 25 points, 7 rebounds unofficially, and his night looks to be done. Meanwhile, Lebrecht is fouled immediately. as the Titans take the clock inside of 37 seconds. So Trevor Lebrecht, All-State a year ago. A couple of blocks defensively. He's worked the glass tonight, 7 rebounds. And in double figures yet again with 11 points. 1-1 coming, 8 team fouls now against Bedford. The senior with the wide stance. Free throw in and out, no good. Just the second miss collectively tonight for the Titans. And another Bedford turnover. Official pointing at the baseline. No real argument from Coach Moreno. He's going to shuffle the deck. Take Babodian out, an offense for defense sub here. Bedford again will immediately give the foul. Lebrecht is wrapped up inside of now 29 seconds remaining. Jack Peters returns for the Titans. An instant threat on the glass, as we know. He'll be the lone man on the lane, at least for now, for the Titans. Lebrecht, no problem this time. An insurance point pushes the lead to 8, 66-58. One more to come. Lebrecht now with a dozen. Three for 4 at the line in the second half. 5 of 6 at the stripe in the game. Nashua North a 9-point lead. As we creep towards 20 seconds, Brady O'Connell gets 2. And his coach immediately gets a full timeout. As Bedford stops the clock with just over 20 seconds remaining. 20.4. Bedford has trailed most of the night. Fell behind by a dozen at halftime. They have tried to climb their way out of that hole really ever since. Cut the lead to 2 at one point earlier in this fourth quarter. At 60-58 at that point. But since then, a 7-2 run by the Titans. As North looks to shut the door here over the remaining seconds. Bedford trying to pry it back open somehow. Their leading scorer, Aiden O'Connell, it appears is done for the night with an ankle injury. So once again, Bedford will look for the steal or the foul with the full court press. Montgomery will be the inbounder for North. Lebrecht in the corner, still no foul, back to Montgomery. Got a foul here if you're Bedford. North going to take some time continuing to drill down this clock, and then finally the whistle blows with just over 10 seconds remaining. So the Titans kill 10 seconds there. And I don't believe that sits very well with Coach Moreno, who's got his head down on the Bedford sideline. Parth Maglani. No good on the first free throw. It's double bonus time, so one more coming. Maglani has not scored in this second half. Hit a couple of threes before halftime at 8 points at the break. Misses this one. Keeps it alive in the corner. Tracks down his own miss. And Bedford is not going to foul. And that is going to do it. The Nashua North Titans showing you what they can do here. It's their 4th win of the season. They rebound well after losing Tuesday night at Merrimack. They get off the snide quickly and are right in the hunt in Division I at 4-1. Bedford slips to 4-1 after suffering their first loss of the season. Coming up, full recap, stats, highlights, and analysis as we get the post-game show rolling. Out-of-town scoreboard on the way as well for the first Friday night in 2023. North a winner tonight, 67-60. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
$67-60 is our final score. Nashua North a winner tonight over Bedford as the Titans bounce back from their only loss of the season, which occurred Tuesday night. They improved to 4-1. Bedford suffers their first defeat of the season. And the Bulldogs now also sit at 4-1. You could tell the home team was ready for business tonight right out of the gate. They scored the game's first 5 points and held the lead most of the night tonight. Bedford responded with a 9-2 run about midway through the first quarter and briefly held the advantage about midway through that first quarter. Titans made a push and took a 16-12 lead with them into the second quarter. They extended that early to double figures. Led tonight by Jaden Montgomery. 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals. A lot of that damage coming in the first half. Titans got out and ran. They closed out the first half on a run and led by their largest lead of 12, 38-26 at the midway point. Stayed in double figures most of the second half before Bedford's Aiden O'Connell got hot. Most of his 25 points tonight came in that third quarter, and he had the Bulldogs within striking distance in the fourth quarter. Bedford cut it down to 2 before, well, the worst happened. O'Connell went down with an ankle injury. Titans closed out the Bulldogs at the free throw line, and a 7-2 run goes the Titans' way in the end to help put this thing to bed. 67-60 is once again our final score. Some of the unofficial numbers we mentioned: Aiden O'Connell led all scorers with 25 points, 7 rebounds. Sean Toscano had a strong second half for Bedford, 8 points and 4 rebounds, all in the second half. 10 points for Luke Sodden in the first half, and then 5 more in the third quarter. He finished up with 15 to go with 4 boards. Caden Brown had 4 points, 5 rebounds, and Brady O'Connell ends up with 6 points and 5 boards. North, I mentioned Montgomery, led the way with a dozen. Trevor Lebrecht right there with him. 12 points, 7 rebounds, a couple of blocks in that second half as well. Jack Peters, some timely offensive rebounds. Nearly came up with a double-double tonight. 10 points and 7 boards. Adrian Lazo, another double-figure scorer. He came off the bench and finished with 11. Parth Maglani, 8 points all in the first half, including a couple of 3-pointers. Jaden Pena played well off the bench tonight as well. Short rotation for Coach Steve Lane. Only 7 players saw significant action. All right. Want to thank? No, we'll get to the thank yous in a moment. We've still got the out-of-town scoreboard to get to. Exeter, a winner. 71-49 over Manchester Central. They respond after a big loss against Pinkerton. Salem with a 28-20 lead at halftime. We may or may not, wink wink, see both of those teams at some point next week. Pinkerton BG, low-scoring affair. The undefeated Astros catching all they can handle from the Cardinals right now with inside of 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Pinkerton looking to improve to 5-0. They are on top 44-33 over BG. Want to thank Lisa Gingras and her staff here at Nashua North, Coach Lorendi and company, for welcoming us onto the scene with open arms as usual. And, of course, our crew here on the ground, braving the snow and the weather. That's, of course, John Barron and our newest member of the team, Kat Doyle. For the man behind the curtain, our director back in the Beals Insurance Studios, Ben Beals, and our executive producer down in Florida, Steve Beals. My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Nashua North 67, Bedford 60. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.